Hello and welcome to my channel, Meta Messiah, and boy do I have a cool thing for the crypto community, for the Okinami community, Nami army, people interested in Okinami. And actually, I want to first off say I am not the business face of Okinami. I have no affiliation with whoever is behind Okinami. I've simply just been following the story of Okinami. Okay. If anything, I'm just an entertainer. I am not a financial analyst. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment advisor. You do your own research. Invest with money in crypto that you don't need to live on. Okay. Don't give your rent money. Don't give your car payment money to invest in crypto. But if you have some extra change, even at the end of the year, you can go to a coin.me, whatever the coin things in the grocery stores, and you can put your change in there and you can buy Ethereum, Bitcoin. I think I saw Litecoin on there, but Polygon. I mean, you can get Polygon, Ethereum, and that's just with your change. And I tried it out this past weekend, and it does work. I was like, I got about $50 worth of change probably somewhere. Who knows? Got the change. Got like 50 something dollars, and I'm like, holy crap. That was a super simple, reliable way of taking just a small sum of money, really. To some, $50 might be the groceries they need. But if you had even $12 at the end of the month, whatever you have left, don't buy those Twinkies and extra cigarettes you don't need. Put it into some security with your cash. Like I said, I'm just an entertainer. I do this simply because of my love for investigating crypto, following crypto. It's become somewhat of an obsession and passion of mine because in the end, I'm here till the end. And I'd really like to know the truth about and behind a lot of things, such as with Okinami. But Okinami is one of my favorite tokens, and let me tell you why.
Okay, and as I've said before, I'm not a financial advisor, financial analyst. I don't give investing advice. But I'm fascinated with this Okinami token, being that it's probably one of the most interesting projects out there. The backstory behind it, just to be real precise as I can, is stealth launched about 7 months ago, has blockchain ties to a lot of big Ethereum wallets, including the ETH Genesis wallets and the SHIB wallet, created for the deployer, the first wallet, the deployer wallet, 40 days behind Shiba Inu. And I'm not trying to get religious in any way, but 40 has actually a huge numeric significance. Both in Eastern and in Western philosophy, 40 is a holy number. It's a pagan number. Philosopher number. Jesus did 40 days and 40 nights in the desert and so on. It actually has huge significance. And then there's another number sequence that is really interesting, and that is, I believe it's like the redundancy of seeing 6, the number 6, and that is like an angelic, a divine number that when you see 6 showing up over and over as a pattern, you're like, dang, that's significant. And so in numerology, like 46 has a significance, especially when you see it repeatedly. Okay, so 40 being 40 days behind Shiba Inu actually is very, very significant. And if you go to our Telegram, there are lots of numeric things. There's lots of cryptic stuff going on. I can only say perhaps this is a way of communicating between devs. It's like their code, and we may not understand a whole lot of it at all. But it's a good way of embedding messages for other people working on the project, give signals and so on and so forth. And that's the thing, is anonymous dev, return a Ryoshi perhaps because of the Ryoshi wallet, well over a year ago, disappearing, possibly coming back. You have the Okinami token. on Twitter, and you have these blockchain messages. The biggest one being the surge, but there's lots of other ones like the patient fisherman catches the largest fish, things of that nature. A lot of sayings, a lot of things that actually come from Eastern philosophy. It's interesting they use the Okinami word, Ryoshi being a fisherman, Ryoshi meaning fisherman, and Okinami, I believe, being connected to the wave. And that's its logo, the big Hokusai artwork, great wave off Kanagawa. And the coin is Kanagawa Nami. To be proper, Okinami is Kawagana Nami. And if you go to the website for Kanagawa Nami, is a .com, kanagawanami.com, you'll see there's the saying about the Dragon King. And actually, there's 4 Dragon Kings. There's one representing some. I can't go into all. I have to research this more because this is not my area, and studying folklore and things like that. There's a story significant in Japan, but the 4 Dragon Kings have a lot of power and they're very important. We had a recent tweet in the Telegram. If you go to the Telegram, link in the descriptions. Actually, the Suka put the dragon symbol and the wave symbol and the Mount Fuji symbol, like emojied, like a nod. That's a nod. That's a nod to our project. Some of the devs who are no longer working on SHIB Inu, some of the devs that left SHIB Inu, I believe, are behind Suka. What they're doing is basically saying we're going to do the Ryoshi thing outside SHIB and we're going to do Suka. Okinami, I have to say, my gut tells me the ETH developers maybe in partnership with another project. Who knows? Maybe they're partnering with Polygon. I don't know. That'd be huge. But if Ethereum, through their people, 5,700 devs, or how they have the most devs. But if they dedicated a team, this could be 100 people. With 5,700 devs, I believe being the number, Ethereum keeps bringing in more and more devs, and I'm sure a ton of people are working on this. Daniel Nobelsdorf, while he says he has not affirmatively denounced, and I'll call him out, and he can comment on my video. Daniel Nobelsdorf, who was called out on Twitter, has not formally denounced being part of Okinami, even though he says that he has a stealth project on the one hand, but he's not working on any degen, altcoin projects, so on and so forth. He didn't say shitcoin, he just called it degen. And he's just like, no, I'm not working on any of those. Which could be true. It could be the truth, because Okinami, I don't think at this point is a degen. But if he was referring to Okinami as it being a degen, one could argue that it still is, because we don't have a roadmap. We don't have a white paper. You always have to be rational. All crypto, just look through everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. But the good part of all of this Okinami stuff is a clean contract. It has already, I think, one audit done. It shows it on the blockchain. So it's a clean contract. And like I said, the blockchain transactions, the testing, there's something big going on. We saw some more activity, I think, recently in the Telegram. If we can confirm that, community, comment, please. Where there's more testnet stuff going on with the deployer wallet, which sounds like they're maybe doing something. Shanghai in March, April, get through the dip on ETH, because some of it's going to sell. Not going to be huge. I expect maybe 10% down at most, and then it will rebound. And that's because they're doing it very smart. I researched how Ethereum's doing the unstaking, getting the rewards and so on, and how you have other options with, what is it? Some wrapped ETH thing, another ETH wrapped thing that you get as a reward. And then how you can't just, I think there's a limit to how much you can withdraw at a time. And the system being as slow as it is, you can only, it's just slower. You can only do so many transactions per second. I don't know if they're still at 40 per second, or if it's gotten faster. My guess is they're going to come out and say we've gone slightly faster, and that's because of the burning. ETH is going deflationary, and after proof of stake, actually they gain some efficiencies. as it's more efficient than proof of work. They always planned to get off proof of work. It was in the bag. Apparently, the surge, a lot of the stuff going on the roadmap could be as old as some of it. I think was in progress or development in 2018. They probably had to revise it as things changed in the market. They got a ton of data between 2018 and 2021 with the highest amount of usage in the bull market, and then during the bear market 2022, they were developing. And that's what they do. Even Vitalik Buterin himself says during down markets, during bear markets, that's a good time to work on things. And that's what they've been doing. Everything seems to add up. It is one of the most legitimate anonymous dev tokens I've seen, in that the more they poke holes at it, there's really lots of argumentation, evidence to refute it, because you can't prove it either way. If this was going to go before a judge and jury, the judge would be like, hold on, we have a legal problem here. There's not enough evidence on either side to disprove one another. So somebody has to have a prima facie case. You have to be able to prove it on its face. There's only one thing. There's only one thing that will do that, and that's when the roadmap and white paper comes out. And when it does, I think the top is going to blow off, and we're going to see some Shiba Inu type movement early on in that token when it started to boom. 2020, 2021. I'm not saying it's going to do a million times. I'm not suggesting it's going to do a 1,000,000%, like turning $1 into $1 million. I couldn't even really fathom get a strong guess at its full market value, but I think its full market value when it peaks, that could take 2 to 3 years, possibly 5. On a 5-year horizon, I'm just going to give you a long-term number. It could easily be $10 to $12. It'll be trading, I think it'll probably like $8 to $12, which is really good return if you were to get to that high. In 20 years, you might see it worth 25 to 30 in that range, which is still huge, and so on. But that's like 20 years from now. 20 years at a freaking multiple from the beginning like that. If it was 25 to 30 bucks, like trading on that average value of that during very highs, when it, like in bull markets, things really go sharp. I mean, yeah, Okinami and the run where everybody's thinking 2024, the next bull run, it could spike all the way really fast to who knows what. It could go up 10 to 15 bucks and then crash at some point, and it'll settle somewhere in there. Yeah, it could very well be $1. It could very well be $1 in the next 2023 to 2024 cycle. And then I think you're going to probably see in 2025 presidential elections. Could be a new president. We don't know. Could be. We don't know even if Biden's running. Election years are very, very volatile markets, so things are going to crash. And then I think they're going to rebound after the election's over. And then the end of 2024, things are going to go out with a bang into 2025, soon after the new year, with the new Congress and everybody getting together and everything. There's going to be a lot of regulation by then. Okay, the narrative going into next week is a lot of regulation coming up. That's why crypto's dropping right now, I believe, is due to talk of regulations around the world. Crypto, Bitcoin was up there over 24,000 at one point. Now it's going into the 22,900 last I checked on Bitcoin. It's bringing down the whole market. So, I've been talking a lot. Okinami fits into this narrative of the reemergence of the bull market. It looks like we're bottoming. We're in a bottom forming period. We're not in a bull market. We're still in a bear market. We're in a bear market bottoming, which is good, because that means things are going to go and just find their bottom and probably make a huge cup and handle at some point in time. Okay, like we'll have many cup and handles, and during bull markets, you see a lot of cryptos, altcoins are in cup and handle patterns right now, especially Shiba Inu, who actually broke its cup and handle. Okinami should come out after Shanghai in the like I was saying earlier, Shanghai this April. Be finished with that, and then we'll start probably hearing some transitionary wording saying, okay, we're getting through Shanghai, but we do have an update for you in the next phase of our roadmap, and we'll tell you when. It'll be soon. It's going to be soon. And then eventually you're going to see something from Vitalik or whatever and saying, this is what the surge is. If he were to come out and say, we have a lot of good layer 2s coming out, but there are various developers, some of them in our ecosystem, some outside. He could be very vague like that. That's decentralization. You have people all over the world, a .org, an organization that's a nonprofit that just kind of oversees this project. Because it's science. There's science happening on this blockchain, and it's providing tremendous data of interest primarily to Visa and other transaction-ary agents that are not banks, but Visa makes money on all the fees of transactions. So if they could use blockchain technology, namely using ETH, building layer 2s upon it, right between that transitionary phase, what fits in it? Okinami, Polygon, all the layer 2s. Okay. All these layer 2s have to all fall into place and fit into this wheel, okay? This synergy. And so to reach scaling, you have to be able to do a few things. Maintain anonymity. You don't want to lose all your privacy stuff. That's one prong. Build speed. You have to be able to get transactions beyond 40 per second. ETH wants 100,000 per second. And then reliability. The transactions go through. There's not a lot of... you have to have rare failures. And probably it'd be nice if there was an insurance token that somehow people bought an insurance token that reimbursed people if you were to try to move some Ethereum and it failed. And a feature of a token was like, well, if you bought Wave token, we're part of the Okinami ecosystem. We'll cover your lost fees on transactions. They're building a financial system. And the cog in the wheel, okay, is an Okinami, like Polygon, a layer 2 side blockchain. It might be a side chain for all we know. It may just be a DEX. It might just be a decentralized exchange, and that's the native token. I thought about that because actually being able to use a Kronos on, using Kronos on crypto.com, you can very cheaply trade Shiba Inu. If you get their DeFi wallet, you can even do it in there. So I could see a DeFi wallet developed around it, and a type of like a Uniswap of its own. It would be its own kind of Uniswap, and you do it through their wallet, and you can use Okinami as a native token like Kronos, like with the Kronos DeFi wallet, crypto.com DeFi wallet. And Okinami fits that purpose, and then with there only being 1 billion coins, you might have fractional Okinami used. Like maybe eventually it'd be like you use 0.2 Okinami to move some ETH from here to there, or to move some SHIB from here to there, or Polygon from here to there. Then you have other things like Suka, whatever their purpose is. How is it layering into Shibarium? How is it layering into SHIB? How is that ecosystem with Shibarium coming up going to change things as a big deal? A new chain to use to move ERC20 tokens. It pulls a lot of the burden off of the ETH network. But something that like Okinami and Suka are also doing things within this ecosystem and jiving, maybe connecting with Polygon through making for NFTs. I'm following this Hoichi coin, which I'm just following it right now. Not saying anything one way or another, but the community needs to look at what's going on in these other projects that are claiming that we're all progeny. Suka's mentioning that I think we're progeny. Hoichi could be progeny. I don't know about Daruma. I do not. Everybody asks me about Daruma. I don't have to put that one aside because it kind of looks like ruggish at this point, and I hate this. I hate to say that. I don't want to call it that at all. I'm just saying it could be based on its chart pattern. It's a very bad chart. But then you have, I was thinking about those 3 tokens, Suka, okay, Okinami, Hoichi, and maybe, I don't know. I would only give deference perhaps to those 3 right now. That I've been taking a look at, and I've been really researching them pretty hard lately. I don't think we reach out to them nearly enough. Okay. there seems to be that what that tweet telling you about in the Telegram, the Suka people they're reaching out a hand. Maybe they're telling their people to FUD Okinami a lot less. And maybe they're like, hey, leave Okinami alone. There could be some connections here, especially with Shibarium. I've seen a lot less FUD amongst them lately, and a lot of co-owners. A lot of Suka owners own Okinami. A lot of Okinami owners own Suka. And I think we're going to start seeing the case of that with Suka, Hoichi, Okinami, all with like Asian, Eastern type philosophical or origin, or when I say origin, where its origin comes from, Asia, sounding maybe perhaps with what I've been seeing, mostly Japanese folklore, mythology, legend, culture, etc. Maybe language. I don't read the language, so I can't say for sure, but it looks like it's using a lot of Japanese. So the four dragons, I don't know who the fourth dragon is. Maybe it hasn't been revealed yet. That could be for a later phase. I'm thinking at this point in terms of potentials with there being layer 2. Because Hoichi has the staking feature from the very beginning. And they're going to have a V2 version. I don't know what they're probably going to add more features to stake and make kind of like something like a SHIB swap, where you can stake tokens and get rewards. I have to look at more what Suka's doing, but in 2 other projects, I think we need to pay attention right now. I think we all need to stop fudding each other and start working together with what I think the ecosystem, because I kind of feel something coming from like the devs pointing out certain things, be like SHIB people and ETH people should be able to work together. Hence with Polygon, all the things that work in harmony with the ERC20 ecosystem, which these tokens are built upon. Because Ethereum is a it's a currency. It's a blockchain. It's a coin. It's not a token, and it's the gas. It's what moves things around. Like just like with Binance, you have your BNB token, BNB Smart token. Okay, Okinami could be a huge layer in that it kind of encircles a lot of things with this development of rapid finance. Basically replacing kind of Visa's afraid of it, so they have to use it. They can't take it over. It's impossible for Visa to buy it like a stock purchase, so they cannot buy it, take it, use it, and be like, haha, it's ours, now we own it. No, you can't do that. You can buy it, though, be a big player. Imagine Visa buying millions and millions and millions of dollars of Ethereum every freaking year. What if some of that gets used to buy up Okinami and other layer 2s, too? Because they become good investments. And they also provide a utility within the ecosystem. That wasn't brief at all, but for all that's why I think Okinami is probably one of the most important tokens coming out. I'm not ruling out Suka and Hoichi at this point in time. I just don't know enough about them. But I'm seeing some harmonies there that maybe we have to listen to the little guitar of the Hoichi guy. You know, the dragon's calming down, saying, "Yeah." The Suka dragon's now saying, "Here's a dragon, Mount Fuji, and the wave." Come on, Suka. That's I think you're pointing to Okinami because that's in the imagery of Kanagawa Nami and Hokusai's famous art piece, the woodblock painting, one of the most famous paintings in the whole freaking world. So if you've listened through all that, Okinami's in a very intriguing token. If you want some, there's this guy in the Telegram. He really wants some, and he kind of inspired me to do this. I looked at his profile. Looks like an African gentleman. I don't know if he's from either one of the Caribbean islands or in Africa. But he was asking for some tokens for all of his shilling and hard work. And so I was like, this might be a way to give him some. Selling raffle tickets. Just do a super thanks on the channel. It's very easy. Super thanks, $1.99. Just screenshot every single one you do. That's your raffle ticket. I'll mint them as NFTs or something. I'll find a way of validating them. You can screenshot them, send them to me in the Telegram. I can maybe make another channel on Telegram to validate it with the other admin so that everybody's like, this is fair. None of this has anything to do with YouTube. I am not associated with Okinami. This has nothing to do with Okinami. But it's just, you're giving me help for my channel. Here's a super thanks. I'm sure every super thanks boosts the channel. But that's your lottery ticket. That's your, not lottery ticket, raffle ticket, so to speak. Raffle ticket in a loose way. But I'll honor it. I'm going to honor it. Once I have enough in, I'll buy some Okinami. I just need money for gas fees. And keep in mind, I don't want to have to pay to give away for money that I'm asking for me. I'm giving away the money you give the channel, which I could keep, and I'm not, and I'm going to use it, cover my expense. I'm going to cover my expenses, but I'm going to give away winners of the raffle tickets, and we'll do the first one on St. Patty's Day. On St. Patty's Day, and let's market to the Irish people. I'm sure a ton of Irish people in America and Ireland love crypto. So we'll do a raffle. I just made a video. This is part 2 of that video. It just explaining what we're doing. I wanted to tell you more about the coin. This is a promotion, free promotion for the channel. I make maybe just the advertising, because I am monetized. Obviously, you see the commercials on my videos. It does help my channel. Like I said, it's going to cover my expenses. And I'm sure every time I get a super thanks, it boosts the algorithm. I'll be like, dude, YouTube gets a cut off of that. They got to. They pinch off a penny of all those. So that YouTube makes money. So it's going to help everybody. Maybe even the guy in the Telegram who wants some Okinami. Perhaps what we'll do is, if he really shills hard enough, if I don't want to say his name out here. I don't want to call him out, but we know who he is. And he must like Mr. Beast a lot. I'm not going to reveal his name, but I know he likes Mr. Beast. And that's cool. He's trying to make some TikTok videos. Dude, make some more TikTok videos. Make some YouTube videos. More people in the community need to be doing this. And so I'm going to promote for the channel doing this raffle giveaway. And hopefully if it goes well, we'll do another one. Let's try to shoot for March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. I think that's a Friday. And, depending how much comes in, let's just say it's $100. I will say, hey, I did the estimate I got $100 off of the super thanks because it's $1.99. That's 50 entries about approximately. So I'll just put it at 50 entries or basically approximately $100. And, I'll say with gas fees, because gas fees could be I have to estimate them. I have to buy the Okinami, which is going to incur a gas fee. And I have to transfer it, which incurs a gas fee. So those will be coming off of it. And then whatever's left, I'll be it's going to equal X amount of tokens. So I'm just going to stop the raffle there, and we're going to pull the first one. And if it's a lot of fun, everybody's going to want to do it again. And this is completely a community-driven event that we're doing. It's not going to, I can't see how it's really going to make me a profit at all. If anything, I'd probably, for the time spent doing it, is a loss. But maybe for the channel in general, it could boost my channel, and that's great. And I hope you support me anyway. I'm not asking you, send me $1.99. Everybody else is like, give me $1.99, give me $1.99 just to watch me. I'm here to entertain you. I'm having a really good day. This was a really good idea, and I'm really excited to do it. So I'm really passionate about doing this. And I thought I'd take the time to tell you all about it. So do a longer video. But if you're interested in this, you're going to be watching and you have to get all the information. Prior to this, I'll put in the description the link to the part 1 of this video. This is the part 2. Again, the Telegram link is in the description. Just find me in the Okinami channel. Once you join the Okinami channel, this is going to help Okinami's channel grow. I'll grow our Telegram with this. You have to go to the Telegram. You have to find out more. They'll tell you to send a DM to Meta Messiah, screenshots, take a screenshot of your super thanks. Each screenshot probably will limit it to 10, a maximum of 10 per person of tickets. I think I'll cap it at 10. You could buy up to 10 of them. That's pretty good though. But you'd have to send me 10 screenshots showing that many tickets were purchased. And then on March 17th, I'll do another live. I'll go a live YouTube. I'll put them all in a hat by printing them out. I'll do some type of printout to represent your ticket. Okay, I'll put them in my hat. Put them in my hat or whatever, and I'll have my daughter or somebody other than me pull it out. So it's not even me picking it from the hat. She'd love to do it. So yeah, and then, you know, we'd have to make an arrangement, DM to the winner. I'll do another video for the community where I announce the winner. They're more than welcome to send me video if they want to be on YouTube. I'll add you to the video, but I'll announce the winner, and I'll broadcast doing the whole transaction so it's transparent of where I move the Okinami to that particular raffle winner. I don't see anything against the law on this. It's a community fundraiser, and Ethereum itself has a .org, and if we're part of their ecosystem, this is how decentralization works. If you're committed to decentralized finance, decentralized investing, or decentralized crypto, just a supporter of the projects, you're going to want to do this. This will build my channel, of course. I have something in it for me. But WAGMI, you know, the whole WAGMI philosophy, we're all building businesses off the blockchain. Building a YouTube channel is like building a business. It's a media company. And you make money mostly on people who want to put their ads on the channel, or just through the AdSense, on which you don't make much money at all on AdSense for YouTube. But that's a lot of YouTubers too. There should be more Okinami YouTubers dedicated. There needs to be a dedicated channel, just Okinami channel. You know, I'd be happy to set it up, but I'd rather someone else do it so I could collaborate with somebody. I'd rather one of you in the community makes an Okinami YouTube channel, and I'll collaborate with you. And we can continue doing these raffles as ways to build the channel. But it would be a dedicated media broadcast channel just for Okinami, because I like to talk about other things too. I do NFTs. I got an NFT project that's just in the incubator right now, and it's going to reemerge. It's just the Meta Messiah NFTs. I'd like to do videos about that. I'd like to do videos about other things I'm interested in. I'll probably talk about Hoichi again. I've talked about Suka before. I don't know if Suka is a LARP per se, but I think it would be a LARP for the Ethereum developers. But I don't know if it's a LARP if they're connected to the SHIB developers. They could be. And SHIB's huge. Look at how much they just went up in a bear market, like 25% this weekend. It's coming down some, but like I said, regulations are dropping the market. The talk of regulations worldwide. And so finally, if you want to be a part of this whole community, a part of the channel, I am pledging my channel to the Okinami community because I really like the community. They've helped build my channel. I've gotten lots of subscriptions from y'all, and thank you. I hope more of you subscribe, if you will. I mean, it's an easy decision to make. Just hit the button. I mean, hit the bell. It's easy, and you'll get more information on Okinami. I will tell you everything I find out, but until we get some news, we need to do something fun. We need to do something to entertain the community. We need to do something that's cool like this. This is fun stuff. Somebody could win some Okinami, get in the YouTube video themselves if they want to be in it, or we'll just hopefully I could just at least use your Telegram name. We won't show your address or anything like that. We could blur it out. But I'll broadcast doing the transaction. If you don't want me to show any of the transactional stuff, we could just do a video. Just do a quick video, please. Or make a Telegram, or say something in the Telegram and just write something. I'll just post the picture of what you said in Telegram. You could be very anonymous. You could be super anonymous. But I would really like to do that video with the winner. Or at least show the transaction and try to blur out what I can or redact what I can. In order to, prove that I sent them the Okinami. So I'll set up a Meta Messiah wallet on MetaMask or something. I don't know. I don't know which one I'll make it on. I'll decide which one I'll use. MetaMask, at least that way I can show people how it works. There's a comment about using MetaMask. To the person who's commented, yeah, I'll just use MetaMask, and I can even do a quick tutorial how to use MetaMask if you're first time to crypto world and you're just getting into this and you just got a MetaMask. It's really, in the end, simple to use, and I'll teach you from the beginning all the mistakes I've made, because a lot of us make mistakes with these hot wallets. How to do it safe, how to set it up, how to keep people from stealing your crypto so they don't break into your crypto and get it from your hot wallet. Because when it's just a little bit of crypto, I mean, we're talking maybe $100. taking in $100, keep it in a hot wallet, as long as you keep your seed phrase hidden, never put it on any electronic device at all. Just write it down somewhere, keep it in a fire safe. All right, or safe deposit box at the bank, even better. But they'll seize your box at the bank. That's centralized, so I'd never put it in a safe deposit box. It'd have to be something so decentralized, like a weird safe house, like in Swiss banks, like in Switzerland or something. Which is a better way to do that than that, especially with your ledgers or your hard wallets. If you have a lot of crypto, keep it in a hard wallet. So finally, this will be fun to do. I think it will kind of reinvigorate. I think the community feels a little bit like, oh, the dev hasn't spoken 70 days, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm with you, but the dev's going to do what they're going to do because communication's very important in crypto. It's 80% narrative still, 70 to 80% narrative, and like 20 to 30% like the product. But in Ethereum, anything they make or Shiba Inu is probably going to be top-notch product. So they have to have 80% narrative. A stealth launch does some of that. I feel like the SHIB vibes all the time with Okinami. And that's just having witnessed some of what occurred both Shiba Inu. Still like crazy percentile of people who made huge wealth off of it. I'd be glad to see Okinami in the Shibarium ecosystem. That'd be a great way to launch it and get it started into the market. The first type of DeFi exchange to have Okinami selling. We can get it listed. If the community pushed hard enough, we could at least get it listed. Because I have a feeling SHIB would accept it. Just like they accepted Ryoshi token. Okay, if they accepted Ryoshi token on somebody who's come out and said, I am not Ryoshi, but we're in the spirit of Ryoshi. I mean, they did that on Shiba Swap, so they own that. Shiba Inu owns that. So why not give Okinami a chance? Because if the community came up and said, we just want to be traded on there, and we get enough people interested, and I don't know if there's a fee. If you have to pay a fee to get on there, they just add you. If you get once Okinami's on Shibarium, boom, that's going to be a big time. And I think that will happen before. If it does, it'll happen right before the surge and the release of the token. So why not? Let's try to get some people $1.99 and be like, I don't have much money, but because I can't pay the damn gas fees, because people are like, it's $40 to buy a $1.99 worth of Okinami. Forget about it. You could do it, but it's like I spent $40 to buy $1.99. $1.99 for a raffle ticket. Okay? Maybe it's your chance to win like a good amount that you couldn't afford before. And it's fun. Maybe you could afford to do both. It helps Okinami, it helps my channel, it helps the winner. WAGMI, everybody wins. I thought it'd be a good idea, and like I said, I'm very excited to do this. But I think, like I said, the community really needs to come together right now and just show our interest in what whatever the developer's doing. Zach Galifianakis looking dude, he might be one of 100 people. That guy we saw there at the DevCon San Francisco, when Vitalik was talking, and the guy in the white t-shirt, Okinami logo in the back. Look for the side profile, looks like Zach Galifianakis. He really does. Anyway, sorry, dude, but he probably one of 100 people on a team. This has to be very successful, and I'm sure you have to have a pretty big committed team to launch a new Polygon, or maybe who knows what type of. It feels like something big to come. Like, I don't know why they test that much stuff on a token. Be like, well, this is some crazy testing that's been going on in development for over 4 years. 4 years ago plus, okay, Okinami deployer wallet. And then July 2022, in the worst crypto winter bear market we've seen, here emerges the token and goes up a lot. It's a lot from where it started. Anybody who got in on Okinami in the very beginning made a lot of money already. And it's holding. It's holding actually fairly well from the lowest cost of the coin. Okay. And so I digress. It'd be fun to win some of it. Like, share, support the channel, comment, If you have questions, you can go to Telegram, comment in the link. Okay. Sorry, in the description, you have the link. And I'll put the part 1 video in there as well. Let's do this. Let's have fun. Subscribe to the channel. Build it. This is, I feel very an affinity for the community. I'm not going anywhere. Okay. And then somebody make an Okinami channel. We'll all subscribe to that. Let me know what you think about that too. Okay, everybody. Till next time. I hope to see someone win on St. Patty's Day. It's going to be a ton of fun. And I'll see you later.